The iron latch burns your palm before you understand why. You pull the door open, and the night outside is orange. A roof across the lane is burning. Sparks race sideways in the wind. Someone screams that Pudding Lane is lost. Another voice calls for buckets. Your master is dragging a chest down the stairs. You are 18, an apprentice in a riverside shop near Thames Street. Your job is to obey, protect the shop, and keep the younger apprentice beside you alive. The fire is moving toward both. Your first thought is simple. Carry water. There is no organized fire brigade coming. London has leather buckets, water squirts, axes, hooks, and neighbors. You join a bucket line from the river. By the time the bucket reaches you, half the water has spilled. You throw the rest at a burning wall. Steam bursts back. The flames barely change. The houses lean over the lane, their upper floors almost touching. Timber, pitch, dry boards, straw, and shop goods give the fire a road above your head. After a dry summer, the east wind does the rest. Your master orders you inside. You can help save his property and remain loyal, or run now and abandon everything. You follow him. A hot metal clasp tears the skin across your right palm. You wrap it in cloth, but your grip weakens. Smoke enters the rooms. You take the shop ledger, your apprenticeship paper, and a few coins, then push them into a leather satchel. The satchel feels like your future. It also slows you down. You pull 12-year-old Will into the lane and head toward the Thames. Water should mean safety, but hundreds of people have the same idea. The street is packed with carts, horses, furniture, barrels, crying children, and men charging desperate prices to carry one chest. Families load boats, others pile possessions along the riverbank. A cartwheel breaks, the lane locks. You can wait for the crowd, force your way toward the boats, or turn north through narrower streets. A boat looks safest. The river cannot burn, but the riverside warehouses can. Flames reach stores filled with oil, tallow, timber, hemp, coal, and spirits. Heat rolls down the street, barrels burst, sparks fly onto roofs ahead. You turn north, Will coughs behind you. You wet a corner of cloth and hold it over his mouth. It may catch soot, but it cannot stop the smoke already filling his lungs. Your own breath is shortening. You know these lanes because you carry goods through them every day. Then you reach a turning and find a house being pulled apart. Men use hooks and axes to demolish buildings and create a firebreak, an empty strip with nothing left to burn. But owners resist losing their homes. The decision has come late, and the wind is throwing sparks beyond the gap. The crowd turns east. You can follow them or squeeze through an alley beside the demolition. East looks easier. Then you remember the fire began behind them. You choose the alley. The satchel catches on a broken shutter. Your injured hand cannot free it. Sparks land on your sleeve. You can abandon it or stop and tear it loose. Inside are the paper that proves your apprenticeship, the ledger your master ordered you to save, and coins that may buy food later. You wrench the strap free. But Will has kept moving. Now you cannot see him. You shout his name into the smoke. A cough answers from a doorway. Will is inside, trying to help an old woman trapped beneath a bundle of bedding. Until now, your mission has been to escape with your future intact. Now your future is a boy who cannot leave her. You have two bad choices: drag Will away and abandon the woman, or spend precious time freeing her. You drop the satchel and use both arms. Pain cuts through your burned palm. You lift the bedding, pull the woman upright, and push her toward the street. Will takes her other arm. The satchel remains behind. A burning beam falls across it. The leather curls. The ledger, coins, and paper carrying your name disappear together. The object that felt like your future has bought only delay, but your hands are free. The three of you reach a wider road leading north. Behind you, fire crosses the demolition gap through the air. Ahead, people abandon carts because the crowd cannot move. You have no money, no papers, and no ledger. Your hand bleeds through the cloth. Will can barely breathe. The old woman slows you. Then one church bell stops in the middle of its warning. You see open ground beyond the last houses. More fields. Between you and it stands a fallen cart, frightened horses, and a crush of people fighting through one narrow opening. You can enter the crowd and risk losing Will, or cross a yard already filling with sparks. You take the yard? A fence blocks the far side. With two good hands you could climb. With one, you slip. Will goes first. He reaches down. The boy you were meant to save pulls you over. The old woman crawls through a broken section of fence. Flames enter the yard and erase the route behind you. By sunrise, you stand in a field with thousands of other Londoners. Some hold silver plates, blankets, cages, tools, or furniture. Others hold nothing. The city burns so brightly that the morning sky looks dark. The fire will continue for days. Thousands of homes, churches, markets, and landmarks will disappear. You look at your empty, bandaged hand. Hours ago, the satchel contained your wages, your duty, and the paper that said who you were. Now it is ash. But Will is beside you. The old woman is alive. When London burns away everything that proves your place in the world, survival becomes the only proof you need.